Today we are with David Archuleta. We're loving your single, Okay All Right, over here at Young Hollywood.
Thank you.
So we're even more excited for the album to drop pretty soon.
Yeah.
Are you so excited for it?
I am. I've been waiting for this moment. You know, I think everything got pushed back with everything in life after pandemic, but I'm glad that the music finally gets to come out now. So
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like it'll be a good little boost for people.
Oh, for sure. And what songs are you most looking forward to people hearing from the album? Because like your songs are really to help people get through like tough times and hard times and everything like that. And so
Yeah.
it's like a perfect time for people to be able to hear your music because of everything that's going on.
Right.
So how do you think people like will be feeling once they listen to your music?
I appreciate that, first of all.
Yeah.
But I would say there's one that I feel is kind of like my little personal mantra. It's called Brave.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like it'll be a really good one, especially for people as we try to get out of this whole time of just lockdown and illness and just quarantining ourselves. So Brave is like that one where it's just like, come on, you can push through that dam you just built. And another one I'm excited for people to hear is called Good in the Bad, which is basically, yeah, things can feel like it's all going wrong, but even when in those dark times, you can see there's a little glimmer of hope. You can still see good in those bad, dark times. So
I'm not gonna lie, I listened to Good and the Bad song.
Did you?
Have like a private link, and that was my favorite one from the album.
Awesome.
It's like vibey. It's really good. Like, and it's very motivating because like even though we're not leaving the house, you kind of just want to get up and at least walk around the house.
Thank you.
So it sounds like it's gonna be a really like it's a real album. Like it's relatable, and people will be able to feel something from it because like it's from your personal experiences and everything like that. What song do you think people will relate to the most?
There's one called, so even though it's therapy sessions and like what I've learned about going through my therapy, there's one called Need that's actually not so much about like, it's not so focused on this is what's going on in my head and this is what the therapist is telling me. It's more like this, I'm feeling kind of just down and I'm feeling lonely and I'm feeling like because of my issues, I'm never going to let anybody else into my life to share my life with as far as like a relationship. And I'm like, what if I'm just going to stay alone forever? But even though I'm feeling lonely, it's like, I know there's got to be someone out there for me.
Do you think that you found the one yet that you're writing about in the song?
No.
She's out there.
She's got to be out there. Yeah, she's got to be out there. But yeah, once that happens, I guess then I'll have I haven't written like a love album yet because for me, I've got to experience it myself or else it doesn't really come out. And that's why I haven't written a love album yet, just because I haven't.
When you meet her, the world better be prepared because there's going to be a whole lot of emotions in that one.
Oh man, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And in your song, the Okay All Right, you talk about how like a girl posts a picture with her new man. And I honestly think I relate to that one. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like I agree. That's like a stab in the heart. There we go. But was that lyric inspired by like a true story? Did that happen to you or you just people relate to that?
Yeah. Everything in that song, everything on this album is from real experiences. So I'll just say that.
That hurts. It hurts. You're like, oh my God, I'm just gonna cry now. I feel that one. Oh.
Yeah, it's more kind of like that's where I just start saying it's fine, I'm fine, okay, all right.
Right. And you're really not fine. It's really not fine. So
it hurts for a moment. I'll just say it's just for a moment, and then I'm like, wait a second, why am I here? How did I get here? Why am I going into the past? All right, it's such a relatable song. And I just have to be like, it's like reality. I just tell myself it's fine. I'm fine. Okay, it's good. And then I feel good. I'm like, we're good. I'll just keep moving.
It's like, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they're happy.
The lyrics, like the I'm fine, it's fine, like whatever, it's okay. When girls say it, usually like all my friends and everything, it's like when you say I'm fine, it's fine, like you're not fine. Do you think there's a difference between when a guy says it and when a girl says it?
Oh, to be honest, I didn't think about that. I feel like when we wrote Okay, All Right, it was a combination of the two where it's just like, okay, I'm not, it's like you feel like you're about to explode and on edge, but it's like, okay, I'm fine, it's fine, I'm all right.
Yeah.
But to be honest, for me, as I talk myself through it, it's kind of like I calm myself down.
Yeah.
It's like I start believing what I'm telling myself a little bit. It's like, you know what, things will be okay. This is really annoying. I hate traffic. I hate seeing pictures of my ex. Why am I even doing it? But it's fine. Like, you know, I laugh at myself. I'm like, this is so silly, David. You're stressing out and letting your world crumble over little things like this. It's going to be fine.
Who's one person that you freak out about if they're like, yo, man, like, I love your album?
If they said I loved my album, I mean, it'd be cool. Like, one of my favorite artists, his name is Jonathan McReynolds. I don't know if this is his style of music, but I do love him. It would be cool, like, if he did, or if it's more for me, like, I know my music's not like as edgy and it's not as like, but I think it'd be so cool if it was like some dude who's just on his computer into gaming and stuff that like,
It sounds like my roommate.
who do you think would be surprising to be like listening to a David Archuleta song who's like more famous?
That's a good question. I would say like Alec Benjamin.
Alec Benjamin. Okay, you know, I've got to check him out because I saw him on the Tori Kelly's Quarantine.
Yeah.
That he did something with her, and I did a quarantine day with her too, putting his music into my head. So now I'm going to discover him.
If I ever interview him, I'll let you know. I'll send him your way.
All right.
Who's one artist that you think you'd want to collab with in the future?
I mean, Tori Kelly, even though she's a friend of mine, I think I've never gotten to sing with her other than on her Instagram Live.
Mm-hmm.
If we recorded a song, I think that'd be so cool. Yeah. Who else? It might be cool to do something with like a Latin artist, so like Luis Fonsi. The closest I ever got with Luis Fonsi was we both did this Spanish "We Are the World" like 8 or 9 years ago, and 8 or 9 years ago, I couldn't talk to people. I didn't know how to socialize. I was so bad at it. Luis Fonsi came up to me. I was with my mom, and he came up to me, and he's like, hey, I want to work with you. He's like, I would love to work with you. And I was just like, what? So, because I've been a fan of Luis Fonsi already at that point, but I was too scared.
I think if you reached out to him now, he'd say anything. You could DM
I don't know
if he has Instagram.
I'm too scared. He does have Instagram. I'm so
Shoot your shot 2020.
I'm so self-conscious, but yeah, maybe, you know what? I can be brave. I've got to be brave. Like
Okay, it's all right.
I just didn't know it. It's okay. All right. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay.
It's
all
fine.
right.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You have to promise to reach out to him.
I'm usually up for challenges, so maybe I will.
I challenge you then. You don't have to promise, but I challenge you to reach out.
Okay. All right. I'll take the challenge.